Hi FlossTube, I'm Annie and I am the Proper Stitcher, and welcome to episode 59. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and if you're returning, thank you for your continued support, for your comments, your well wishes, your patience. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. It has been 2 weeks since I last saw you. I usually record on a Thursday, every Thursday, and I missed last week because I was in Farmington, Missouri, helping Kim Gavlik with Stitch Etc. with her upcoming retreat. And Kim would not let me record my FlossTube. She said, Annie, I'm too busy. We're too busy. There's absolutely no way that you're going to be able to do that this week. So I'm joking. I'm really joking. She did not say that, but we were really busy and sweaty and hot and dirty and just knee deep in retreat stuff and other exciting things that she has going on, that every time we got around to doing a video together, we either looked like a hot mess or we were just exhausted. So we both decided to wait and do our video together when we are together for her retreat in a couple of weeks. So that is my reasoning for not coming to y'all last week. I had my light, my setup, all of my giveaways, everything ready to record a video, but the timing just was not right. But that's okay, because I think by the end of the month, when she's able to tell you all her big secret, it will be so exciting and so worth it that you all will understand why I was not able to record last week. So it's been since June 30th since I saw you last. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July. We had a fabulous weekend that weekend. My neighborhood did a big fireworks show on Friday, July the 1st. We had front row seats. I posted some videos on Instagram. I'll try to insert some at the end of the video if you're interested in seeing those. I read somewhere that nobody wants to see your fireworks videos. It's just not the same as seeing it in person, and I agree. You know, it's hard to see, but they were so much fun. I am going to put those at the end of the video. My old neighbors Joe and Nancy came by to spend the evening with us, and so did some good friends of ours, Dante and Ellen, to eat dinner, watch the fireworks, and just hang out and have a good time. So I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July. That weekend, we also took my son, Tristan, to his cross-country camp in Asheville, North Carolina. He had a great week there. Lots of training, lots of running. He said it was really hot and muggy, but it was a good time for him. And Gray had that week off because the camp is not in session the week of the 4th. So she was able to catch up on seeing some friends that were in town and kind of some downtime before she has to start getting ready to go to her school in August. So I left on July the 5th to go to Farmington, Missouri. I'll tell you all about that later in the show, but so I got home this past Monday. So it has just been extremely busy, everybody going in different directions, but I am ready to just spend this week at home. I leave again in another week to go to the Stitch Etc. retreat. So I'm hoping to get caught up on more prep work for the retreat, some cross stitching, and I have to get caught up on Gray's quilt because, like it or not, that girl is going to college towards the end of August. So I need to get that quilt ready for her. So let's jump right in to this week's episode. Thank you all so much for all your sweet comments about Bella and Scout. I'm so glad that you got to meet them. Maybe sometime in the future I will bring them back and let them hang out with us while we chat, but probably not as often as I would like to. They are so cute and so sweet, but if they're asleep, they snore. If they're awake, they need attention. So we have to figure out which we want. Do we want to hear dogs snoring in my video, or do we want me to have to hold a dog the whole video? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. So let's jump right in. Let's go over some of my whips that I have been working on, and then we will go into the retreat information I was talking about with Stitch Etc. Then I'll show you my haul and my gifts, go into the giveaways from 2 weeks ago, and go over some dates that I have, upcoming dates I have that I'd like to share with you. So grab your coffee, which I'm drinking coffee at 4 o'clock again. 4 o'clock seems to be my time of the day where I can finally get in my room and record a FlossTube. I would love to do it in the morning, but mornings around here, it's just, one, I'm a morning person, as in I get up in the morning and I function, but I just have a lot of other things going on in the morning that keep me from coming upstairs. So, and I'm just not as energetic in the morning as I am in the afternoon. So I'm drinking coffee. Drink whatever, grab whatever drink it is that you'd like, sit down, grab a pen and paper, all those wonderful things, and let's just jump right into this week's episode. I hope that you all forgive me also for not stitching as much as I wanted to. When I say I was busy at Kim's, I was busy. I stayed with Kay Reese, our extremely good friend. She and Kim live just a few miles apart. And so I stayed at Kay's house and worked during the day with Kim on her things. So, and Kay did too. And so did Kim's daughter, Ashley. So Kay and I would stitch a little bit at night, but I would go to bed early. I tell you, I was so tired that I just was exhausted. So I would stitch a little bit with Kay and then I'd go to bed early. But I do have a new start. This is a start that I joined with Chrissy from Finally a Farm Girl, and several other people on Instagram are doing this pattern. This is Kathy Barrick's Nottingham. And I started this on the 4th of July. So here is the pattern. This is Nottingham by Kathy Barrick. And I have loved this piece ever since it came out. It was released last year. And it is just beautiful to see in person. So I usually iron my pieces before I share them with you all, but I didn't do that this time. I'm literally flying by the seat of my pants today. So forgive me for not ironing this. But here's my little bitty teeny tiny start. I started in the upper right-hand corner with the A and the B. And I did have to change some of my floss because when I was at Stitch Etc., not Stitch Etc., when I was at StitchCon in Cincinnati, they were out of some of the silk floss. And so they substituted some colors for me. So I will go over those substitutions as I determine if I want to keep those substitutions. So if you will notice, this gold color here does not have any variegation. The one that I am using does have a variegation to it with other color mixed in. It's kind of a gold and a teal blend, but it's probably too faint for you all to see, but I am going to enjoy this. This is being stitched on 32 count fabric. This is Fortnite Fabric Winter Forest. I believe that's the color, but this is the one that has the blue modeling to it. And I think that's gonna look so pretty with this pattern. So if you would like to join us, I am using all the silks. There is a DMC conversion. A lot of people are just doing the DMC. I decided to do the silks just because I had some in my stash, and Stephanie with Just Keep Stitching at Keepsakes, she said, you know, if you're gonna spend that much time on a piece this big, you do the silks. And so I think it's gonna look beautiful. And I just love all of Kathy Barrick's designs. So I got a very small start on this on July the 4th with Chrissy from Finally a Farm Girl. And I am so glad to get this one started. I'm excited to work on it a little bit more. So that was one little whip that I worked on. My other whip that I worked on was another Kathy Barrick piece. And this is her AH to EE Reproduction Quaker sampler. Let me show it to you. I love a Quaker sampler. And I have decided that in September, I will bring back the Quaker series that I do for my Christmas, Quaker Christmas piece. So I will bring back those monthly Quaker history series. So I am stitching this one on 40 count. This is really wrinkled. I am so sorry. Next week, I promise I will iron them. But this is my progress. I'm stitching this on 36 count, no, excuse me, 40 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I'm using Classic Colorworks Wavy Navy. The only part I worked on was this little flower up here. That was one of those nights that Kay and I got started a little later. We had so much good food and so much fun. Kim, to thank me for coming all that way to help her with the retreat, she took me out to dinner pretty much every night, and then Kay's husband cooked dinner for us 2 nights. But we would eat at some really fun places, and so we just had a good time. But one night we got in a little late, so that's all I stitched that night, was that little flower. But I am really enjoying this wavy navy. So I'm using 1 strand of floss over 2. And this is a perfect shade of navy. Really good for patriotic pieces, or if you're just wanting a true blue navy. But that is Kathy Barrick's AH to EE. And I am using all of my Creative Country Girl bags today to show you all my whips. For my Tomato Tuesday, now if you all are not familiar, I'm obsessed with tomato pin cushions. So on Tuesdays, I like to stitch tomatoes. There's so many tomato themed designs that you can just pick. But I am using my latest pin cushion or tomato themed projects I'm using is a With Thy Needle and Thread Keeper of the Pins. This was released this past spring, and in this book you have 6 designs. So here are all of the ones that you can stitch in this booklet. So what I did is I kitted up for all of them. They're all in this one bag, all the floss, all the linen, everything I need, and I finished one little one. And I worked on this one. I am using 36 count antique ivory from Luminous Fiber Arts. And this is my little bitty finish. And it says, "My soul is fed with needle and thread." Just a great little size on 36 count. I'm really enjoying this one. The next one I'm going to stitch is going to be the, hang on, let me show you. Just because it's quick and easy, I don't have to think, because lately counting really is hard for me. I've been a little bit busy. Okay, the next one I'm going to stitch is Red Sampler Pin Cushion, and it's just this one. It's with all the letters. The red that I decided to use for this is Chili Pepper. I really like Classic Colorworks Chili Pepper Red for tomatoes. Brenda Gervais has a DMC color in the pattern that she uses for her red. Or is it a Weeks? One or the other. I think she actually has both. But I decided to use Chili Pepper. So yeah, it's a DMC color that she uses. It's DMC 22. So you can use either one. Both are beautiful. So I am enjoying that booklet, and I just love how lately in a lot of her books, everything's in one book. So, you know, you get a little bit more bang for your buck in those pattern books. Okay, so my last whip that I have to share with you. I have so many other whips, but these are the only ones that I've worked on in the last week. This is Be Kind, Be True from Hello from Liz Matthews. And I have enjoyed this piece. I did not get as far on this either as I wanted, but that's okay. I am stitching this on 40 count. 40 count, let me see. And here is my progress. I use this, I took things to Kay's that would be easy to just fill in, or easy for me to just stitch at night and not have to concentrate, because I knew that we would be talking and catching up. So I filled in all of the green up here at the top. And I did the little bee, but I did the fill in. So that was easy work to do and kind of tedious. It wasn't something that, it's not enjoyable just to fill in a lot of background pieces. So I did that so that now I can work on the border and the flowers and all the fun stuff. But I just love, and this is all DMC floss in this one, but I just love all of these flowers. They are fun to stitch, very dainty. So those are all of my whips I've been working on this past week. My goals coming up over the next week is to really work on my Quaker Christmas from Bygone Stitches, to get some more progress done on the Kathy Barrick Reproduction sampler. But on top of that, I have a lot of retreat stuff I'm still working on for Kim. So I'm hoping to get some stitching done at night and retreat work done during the day. She cracks a really, really heavy whip when it comes to getting all this stuff done, but it is going to be so worth it for those of you who are attending. What Kim does with her retreats, and I'm so proud of her, she does an amazing job with her retreats. So a lot of, there are different types of retreats. There are retreats where you can go and just sit and stitch. And there are no activities or events planned. It's just a common meeting space, which those are wonderful retreats as well. What Kim does is she has a guest designer come in. This time it's going to be Priscilla and Chelsea with Stitching with the Housewives. And the theme is Christmas in July. So I love Christmas. July is when a lot of people stitch a lot of Christmas. I have not done any of my Christmas stitching. I've also stitched this month. I can't show it to you, but the class piece that we are going to be finishing at the retreat, I've done some work on that, so I can't share that with you because it hasn't been released yet. So we will have a class portion of the retreat where we will learn how to finish the ornament or the piece that we're making. So what Kim does is she puts in so much time and effort into every little detail with her retreats. And I've told y'all about her retreats before. So she does everything from meet and greets to we have an evening where we have games and activities and kind of to get to know each other, and door prizes, and the games are designed to not only be fun, but to also give you an opportunity to win things like floss and fat quarter bundles and just all kinds of amazing activities. She also has a day where you can go shopping. You can leave the hotel and go and explore the town on your own. Go see some of the cross-stitch stores or quilt stores in the area, or you can stay and stitch all day, which is what I will be doing. I will be staying and stitching. I do not need to be shopping anymore. We all know that my haul and my stash and my whips are taller than I am, and I just cannot add to that right now. I think Matthew would flip out because this room is getting smaller and smaller. But she has a day where you can do that. And then on the third day, there will be a class. So lots of fun things, lots of wonderful activities, and she just does a great job. So I'm really looking forward to that. She has an amazing bag that everybody gets with all these goodies inside of it. All these wonderful things. I don't want to give too much of it away because it's a surprise and it hasn't happened yet. But those are the kinds of things I've been working on with her. She also has an exciting announcement to make at the end of the month. I promised her I would not share that information or that announcement. It is her news to share, but she will be making that announcement. The people at the retreat will be the first to hear. So I will definitely record that live and in person so that I can share it with you when the time is right. So lots of fun things. So proud of her. So proud of her company. So proud of all the things she has overcome. So I'm excited. So I leave on July, next Saturday, whatever next Saturday is. So I am leaving July the 23rd. I can't get my dates right. I'll leave July 23rd to go to Greenwood, Indiana to help Kim, Kay, Ashley, all of those things to get set up for the retreat. I will be gone that entire week, the last week of July. So there are 2 sessions. There's a session 1 and a session 2. So I'll be there for both sessions, helping, being her little worker bee. And I will definitely record there because the first session ends Thursday morning, and the next session doesn't start till Thursday afternoon. So I'll have a big window in the day where I will be able to record and hopefully share some information with you that Kim is going to share. So I will, looking forward to that. I'm so excited to go back to Greenwood, Indiana, and which is right outside Indianapolis. So really looking forward to that. And then when I get back from that trip, which is whatever that Sunday is, the 31st, I'm going to have to stop being in denial that my child is going to college. So we will be getting Gray ready for school. Anyway, so those are the dates. I also have a meet and greet coming up on August 27th in Johnson City, Tennessee, and that's at Cross Stitch and Crafts. So I'm so excited to go back to Cross Stitch and Crafts for a meet and greet. It is on a Saturday. I will be there from 11 until 5. So if you live near or around or nearby or worth, you know, considering the drive, I would love to meet you all. It's a wonderful shop. Sandra and Amy are so sweet, and I enjoy going to their store. So August 27th is that. My other dates to share with you, I am going to Quilter Station, and that is in September. I don't have the exact dates, but it's after Labor Day. It is the following weekend. So I'm super excited about that weekend because I'll get to meet, the guest designers at that one are Chessie and me. Hello from Liz Matthews. Oh goodness, I can't remember who else. I believe Kathy Barrick. Super excited. The whole list of things. I've never been to Kansas City and I've never been to Quilter Station. So I'm excited about those. Lots of dates, lots of things coming up. So, you know, I'll take you with me along the way. So let's jump into my haul and gifts that I have to share with you. So these are all out of order. I apologize if they seem disorganized. It's because they are. They're just in this big old stack on my table. So I received, while I was out of town, Judy Whitman with JBW Designs. Judy is my sweet, sweet friend that lives in Michigan, and she is one of my favorite designers. But she has a new pattern book coming out, and it is her Christmas Ornaments 4 book. And it is a booklet that she puts together, and it has several of her Christmas ornaments. She has several of these books. Well, she has 4. So she sent one for me and one to give away today. So that is going in our giveaway pile for today. So thank you, Judy. I cannot wait to stitch some of these that are in this book. There are, I don't know how many are in here, but quite a bit. Her designs are so quick and fun. You can stitch them over 1 or over 2. I think I'm going to try to do some of hers over 1 because they just come out just so small and so cute. And now that I know how to finish in the round, I think I'm going to do some round ornaments. So one of these is going in the pile today for you all, and the other one is for me. So thank you, Judy. I really appreciate that. And I am so excited to add that to my list. And Kim Gavlik gave me a late birthday present. She gave me, when I was in Missouri, she found this sweet little bag on Etsy, and it has these 3 little girls, and I'm going to use this in my purse just as like for pencils and things like that. But it's supposed to be me and Kay and Kim. So that was so cute. She knows I love blue, so perfect gift. And she gave me some Sagure scissors. And I love these scissors. Look at how, first of all, look at how beautiful they are. They are so sweet and so pretty. Thank you so much, Kim. I really do appreciate that. And then I got some, my haul that came in while I was gone. Let me share that with you. I decided to get, since I enjoyed stitching Pierre, it's hard for me to point behind me. Okay, American Sailboat Sampler from Artful Offerings. And I just love this. And look at on the back, it is finished into a big pillow. And I really think that's what I want to do. I can just see this on my sofa. So pretty. And look at this eagle on the top of the sailboat. Just so patriotic. I really like that piece. So I got that in the mail while I was gone. And from Fat Quarter Shop, I ordered the So Scrappy Spools pattern. This is for a quilt. And this is an It's So Emma quilt. It might be a little bit out of my beginner category, but I might be able to figure it out. I just love their pattern books. They're so easy to follow. So we'll see. But I'm really excited about this book. This is a Lori Holt Bee in My Bonnet book. It is 32 Scrappy Quilts. And the name of the book is called Scrappiness is Happiness. I'll link these below. But this is one of Lori's big books. And it is a fabulous book on how to use all those scraps of fabric that you have. So there are 32 quilt ideas in here. And I have a lot of scraps. I have a lot of jelly roll scraps left over. I have a lot of 5-inch square scraps left over, but look at some of these. Isn't that just beautiful with all those colors? I just love Lori Holt's books because they're super easy to follow. Her designs are not too intricate. She's very mindful that not everyone is a skilled quilter, and so she tries to keep her quilts at that beginner intermediate level. She even gives you ideas on how to just the production of quilting, where you save time and you get to do all of your squares, and she helps you organize them so that when you go to piece them together, it makes sense and it's easier. So I'm excited to jump into this book. I was going to see if there was another little image to show you. I mean, you can even make, this is probably also a little bit beyond what I can do, but who knows, maybe one day. But just with scraps, you can make this quilt with these cute little houses on it, or even just a panel, just one panel. So, or block, not panel. So that came in the mail while I was gone. My Mpi Silk of the month came in. This is the violets, very violet. And from, where did I get this one? This is 32 count ballet slipper. This is a pink linen that I got. This is 32 count. I got it from Vintage Needle Arts, and this is for a Plum Street sampler that I'm working on. And a couple of weeks ago, I messaged Cross Stitching Crafts and said, please order or hold for me when they come in all of the new Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread patterns, because she was releasing her some of her fall patterns. So they held these for me, and I am so excited. This is Be Ye Thankful by With Thy Needle and Thread. And I love this house and that pumpkin. It's just so pretty. Fall stitching is one of my favorites. I love to stitch Christmas, but fall stitching is another one of my favorites. Not just Halloween, but fall. It's just, fall's my favorite time of year. I like the cool, crisp air. I feel like I have more energy in the fall. I seem to get more stitching done in the fall. And I live in a beautiful part of the country in the fall time. The mountains are beautiful. It's just my favorite time of the year. This is Autumn's Acorn Gathering, and this is adorable. Look at his little striped pants and suspenders. So cute. So cute. I can't wait to start those. And then Tree of Life Sampler. It's an antique reproduction, and I've already ordered the floss for this. And I probably already have the linen. I could probably start this now, but should I? No, because I have a bajillion whips, but I really want to. Look at this. Hang on, let me get the glare. I love that house. I love all those colors. Here's the antique sampler for the reproduction. I'm so excited about this. Let me see what she says. This one is stitched on 32 count. She uses a combination of DMC, Weeks, Classic Colorworks, and Gentle Arts. So there's a combination. It is not a big piece. It is finished size is 5.5 by 7 3/8, and the stitched coverage is 89 by 118. So it is not a big piece, and it is just beautiful. I think I'm going to put all of our initials in it. Mine, Gray's, Tristan's, and Matt's. But I just love this so much. Those colors, that frame, everything about it. It is just wonderful. So, Tree of Life Sampler with Thy Needle and Thread. I got it from Cross Stitching Crafts in Johnson City. So pretty. So, another birthday present I got was from Kay Reese. My very good friend Kay stitched this for me. I forgot to ask her the name of the pattern, but I know it is a heartstring samplering pattern. I just don't know the name of it. But she stitched this and it says, always your friend. And it has my initials on it. It has Kim's initials and Kay's initials, and it's stitched in red. Talk about emotional when I got this. This is beautiful. So I'm gonna do it like this so you don't get the glare. But look at how sweet this is. Always your friend. And I just love everything. I love our initials. I love this heart. So pretty, that border. And she had it framed at Hobby Lobby. Her Hobby Lobby in Farmington, Missouri does a pretty good job, she said. So she had this framed there, and I think the frame is perfect. And this sits on my side table by my upstairs. We have a loft area where I stitch with Gray. At night I stitch with Gray. Gray watches TV. So I'm stitching next to Gray. She's not stitching. So this sits on the table next to the couch. And it's so pretty. Thank you, Kay. It is so beautiful and such a treasure. So sweet. So thank you, thank you. And then last but not least, for my haul. I'm so excited about these. I think I've kind of found a new passion for collecting antique antique samplers. Speaking of Brenda Gervais, I was talking about reproduction samplers, but collecting antique samplers. So I have acquired 3 antique samplers I want to share with you. Here is one. And I don't know if this will show up. Let me do it like this. So here is the first one. And it says it's from 1823. And these colors are just my color. They're my colors. These are greens and blues. And I'm going to come in a little bit closer and show it to y'all. So I absolutely adore this. It's small. I need to get it framed soon to protect it, but it is beautiful to look at. So excited. I already know where I'm going to put this one. And then this other one I got is a very small one as well. I'm coming a little bit like this so you can see it. So I just really like this one. It has doggies on the bottom, these beautiful little flowers here. Just so pretty, and I love this at the top and all these colors. So I'm excited to hang that, and this frame is beautiful. And then another one I got. This one says 1824. And another, again, I was going with colors that I like. I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but that's what caught my attention. These are more greens and blues. So here's this one. And this is just really, try to get it to where you don't see the glare. I'm sorry. It's kind of, this room's dark, so I have to have a light, but it does create a glare. I think with my Quaker sampler, that kind of started my just desire to learn more about samplers. I have found some more books. They're coming. I've found some more, not just picture books, but historical books. So I'm excited to start reading those, learning a little bit more about just the history of samplers. So that's why I'm going to start back in September with the sampler history. It won't just be Quaker, but it'll be a little bit of everything. So that's all of my haul and whips and gifts that I got this week. So let's jump into giveaways. Last week, I asked you all to tell me either your 4th of July plans or if you had pets. And so that was so much fun to read all of your comments and to learn a little bit more about you all. You know, so many of you, I mean, we love animals, we love pets. If you don't have a pet, then you know, it's not that you don't like pets, it's just that it's not for everyone. But I enjoyed reading all of your comments from last week. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. This week, I want to talk about unicorn charts. because we all have unicorn charts. And a unicorn chart is something that is a chart that you've been searching for that's either out of print or you've lost, or it's old, which I guess is out of print, but you just can't find anymore. And so my unicorn chart, if I could find, and if anybody has it, I would love to borrow it, and I promise to take good care of it. But my unicorn chart is Blackbird Designs, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Oh, no, and To All a Good Night. And I'll try to find a photo of it and insert it here. But if I don't find it, if you have it, you know what I'm talking about. It's a rectangular piece. It has a colonial house, and it says and To All a Good Night. And I would just love to stitch that piece. So that is my unicorn chart. So if you have a unicorn chart, list it below. You never know who may be reading it, and they may have it and say, hey, you're welcome to borrow it. So that is your question this week. So if you would like to enter a giveaway, here's what you do. You like my video, you subscribe to my channel, you answer the question below, and then you list the number that you would like to be entered to win. You're welcome to enter to win all of them. If you have won before, you're welcome to enter again. I do not keep track of who's won before, because some of you have won more than once, and the only reason I know that is because you've told me. I can't keep track of everyone who has won. I am still behind on my mailing, and that's just because I've been out of town, but I do have pretty much, I'm almost caught up. So I try to get those out every week. Sometimes I'm 2 weeks behind, but that's how you enter to win a giveaway. So like the video, subscribe, be 18 years or older, answer the question below. If you win, email me at theproperstitcher@gmail.com with your address and what you won, and I will get that in the mail to you as soon as possible. So let's go over last week's giveaways. We had a lot of comments last week. It was so much fun. Okay, number one was this kit from Chessie and me. This goes to Janie Harner, J-A-N-I-E, Janie Harner, H-A-R-N-E-R. Number two was courtesy of the Fat Quarter Shop. This is a needle minder. This goes to Bonnie Mitchell. Bonnie Mitchell. Number three is also courtesy of the Fat Quarter Shop. This is Sleigh Ride. This goes to Vicki Finney, F-E-N-N-E-Y. Number four is Tea Time, also from Fat Quarter Shop. This goes to Meg Watkins, W-A-T-K-I-N-S, Meg Watkins. Number five is from my stash, Plum Street Samplers, Polar Pack. This goes to Glinda Gomez, Glinda Gomez. Number six is also from my stash. This goes to Rosemary Miller. This is Barbara Anna. Rosemary Miller. Number seven is from Jersey Girl Stitch Company. These beautiful pins. This goes to Alice Park. Alice Park. Alice, I promise I will wrap this in bubble wrap and make sure they don't break in the mail to you. And number eight is this beautiful, beautiful bag from Joyful Stitching. This goes to Deb Anderson. Deb Anderson. So if everyone would please email me at theproperstitcher@gmail.com, I will get that in the mail to you as soon as possible. Now for this week's giveaways. Remember, answer the below with your unicorn chart. If you don't have a unicorn chart, I don't have a unicorn chart. Or just tell me something you want me to know about you. So, number one, JBW Designs. Thank you, Judy. This is her ornament, Christmas ornaments for number one. Number two is also from JBW Designs. This is French Country Wedding Bells. Number two. Number three is courtesy from the Nebby Needle. Thank you, Bonnie. This is 4 Merry Quakers. These are 4 Christmas ornaments, 4 Merry Quakers. Number three. Now we are on to number four. From my stash, this is a Homespun Elegance. This is a sampler ornament. This is number four. Number four. Number five, Happy Quilting. This is a Sue Hillis. Yep, Stu Hillis design. Number 5. Number 6, also from JBW Designs, Peace on Earth. That's number 6. Number 7 is from Fat Quarter Shop, Farm Life. Number 7. And number 8 is this project bag from Fat Quarter Shop, number 8. This is a made for plaid project bag, and Bluebell is the color. I left it in the packaging to keep it protected. So that is number 8. So those are all of our giveaways for this week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8. I misplaced my Post-it note, so I kept up with all of that counting in my head without having to use a Post-it note. Very, very advanced for me. So, sorry, I'm a little silly today. Okay, so that's it for episode 59. Can you believe that it is 59? So that means next Thursday, we will be on episode 60. I have been doing this with you all for almost a year and a half, and it has been so much fun. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you all get some wonderful stitching time in this weekend. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching me every week. I look forward to hearing from you. Please keep all your comments coming. I am going to insert some 4th of July videos at the end here. Hopefully you enjoy those as well. And I will see you next Thursday. I'm in town, so I will see you next Thursday. Thanks. Have a good week.